Howdy, folks. Dave here. Well, do I have a story for you here? I mean, it's so unbelievable that I don't think this guy is making this up. So, anyways, a little background here. I told this gentleman he's from Wisconsin, so he was within 100-mile radius of where I live. So I thought I would look this guy up. So I looked him up and went there. Well, he's like 80 years old now, but kindly old gentleman. And as he was telling me the story about this Bigfoot that he ran over, you could see the fear in his eyes as he told me this story. And you know what? Somehow or another I can believe it. But he doesn't remember much. But what he does remember was running the great beast over with his tractor. So, anyways, let me it kind of go with your imagination and come with me as I tell this story as he has told me. He doesn't want it to be let out per se because of all the ridicule he has gotten from this story. And so I'm not going to mention his name or where he lives because I told him I would keep it, on the QT. So anyways, here's how the story goes. I'm up here by his farm as he's telling me this story, and he was showing me around and where he went with his tractor and how he chased us through the cornfield. And well, here it goes. Anyways, this is word for word. Okay, as he told me this story. Okay, so I'm just reading this off this paper that I wrote. Okay, so just bear with me. Okay, here it goes. Well, I was coming around the barn here with my tractor, and from where I keep my calves, they're right over there. Did you see that? And I nodded. He said, I saw this beast run from there. So I hit the gas on my tractor to get it moving pretty quick. And the beast ran through my cornfield. And I chased it down, and I ran him over in this area over here. Well, we walked quite a ways through this cut cornfield, and he showed me where it was, he had run it over. Okay. And this is where I knocked it down, hit it, and with the front, and I ran it over with the left back tire, and the tractor almost flipped over. That's how big this thing was. I held on to the steering wheel so I wouldn't lose control of my tractor. And then I turned around, and the big beast was laying there in the cornfield. I went and got my wife, Martha, which this is not her real name, but I went and got my wife, Martha, and grabbed her, and I took her out to where I ran it over. She couldn't believe me either. But as we got out here, the big beast was gone. It was missing. How can anything ever get run over by a tractor, get run over by a back tire, and get up and run away or walk away? I never forgot that. That's a story I'm going to tell the rest of my days. Yes, sir. The story I'll never forget. Well, folks, that's a story he gave me, and for some reason, you could see the fear in his eyes as he was telling me how he was chasing this thing down on his tractor. It was quite fulfilling to hear a story coming from an old gentleman like that. So I thanked him and everything, and said no, I wouldn't mention his name or anything because I know what it's like to be ridiculed and people, calling you a liar. And he thanked me, and his wife has long passed away, and we had some breakfast and some hot cakes that he made, and I had a great morning with him. So whether you want to believe that story or not, I really don't care. Still, it's a Bigfoot story. I looked into it. I found it rather exciting. So with that in mind, guys, my viewers, believe what you think. It sounded pretty good to me. You all take care. God bless.